So Matador, you kind of, like a good visualization to think about here would be a bull. And like the bull and the Matador with the red flag, right? So you're gonna literally think about pulling the red flag out from the bull as he's coming through. So I'll demo it first, you can kind of get a look at it. We'll learn it and then we'll talk a little more about like what's actually going on. So what I got going here is I've got that little propeller happening off to the right here, and the backhand is gonna cut. I'll do a propeller, backhand cuts. So I'm alternating what hand is cutting every time, so it's always that backhand. It's giving me that feeling of like, again, holding that flag and sneaking it out of the way. Right?
Yes.
So we'll learn it real quick, and then
right foot in the front or straight?
Yeah. So actually, let's do something here. This is important to me. Trying to set a trend here. So the way you sport the rope, you're gonna loop it over your shoulder. So anytime we do a lot of hands drills, so you need to put your rope someplace, and we don't want to put it on the ground. So you're gonna just throw it over your shoulder for me, if you will. Awesome. It's great for coaching too. If you need your rope, it lets you have something to chill while you're coaching people. So, but what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna learn this with hands first. Okay, so we just educate the pattern with hands. So we're gonna take face the hands together. We're gonna park it off to the right side, and let's go ahead and put the right foot in front slightly. Splitting always helps. So we're gonna create one revolution or circle here. So one overhand circle. On the second one, the right hand is just gonna cut out the back, slice all the way across, and then the left hand's gonna play catch up, and then they're gonna face each other again. And then from here, you're gonna go circle. So overhand circle, there you go. And then the second circle, the left hand now is gonna slice across, do the same thing. Right plays catch up, we go circle. There you go, and then the second circle, we cut with the right. Circle, circle cut. Circle, circle cut. Circle, circle cut. Circle, circle cut. Good, and this side's gonna hate you because it's the non-dom, that's okay. The more delay you get on that front hand from wanting to go over, it's gonna feel better. It's gonna give the rope a little bit of weight, and it's gonna make you feel like it's something different than the overhand aid.
So the separation between the two?
Yeah, letting it stay as you cut like that. And that rope, when you have that whole rope kind of playing with you out there, you'll kind of feel that drag of it, and it's very satisfying. This is literally probably my favorite move, and it kind of lets you flow state a little bit. It's very effortless, okay, because it sort of sets up this penultimate moment to allow you to just kind of let the rope go, okay? So let's try it with rope now. So we got same grip, right? That okay sign, got the bearing. We're gonna put it off to the right side. We're facing the hands together. We're gonna do one full circle. If you need to do a couple, that's fine. But on that second one, we're gonna let that backhand cut across, right? So we're going circle, circle cut, circle, circle cut.
I gotta do two in a row, right?
Yeah, that's okay. And we want more delay on that front hand. There you go. You feel that?
It's almost like it would be easier to just keep it.
Well, what we call that is swimming,
do, right?
okay? And some people think it's easier to like learn real quick, but it's actually a lot more effort. Your shoulders will burn after a minute. Yeah. I want easy. We want efficient, right? Boom. Right hand cuts. Boom. Left hand cuts. Boom. Right hand cuts. Boom. Wait. Left hand cuts. There you go. Right hand cuts, boom. Left hand cuts, boom. Leave that front hand longer if you can. There it is, good. And you'll see, like, when you're watching them here, you'll see the left side, the hand tries to crisscross instead of staying facing each other. There it is. So it's already ahead of the game. You're preemptively trying to cut, and you've corrected it. There you go. Boom. Nice. Boom. Okay. Now, we'll rest real quick. So let's talk about what's actually happening there and why that's so like, my brain, right? So what ends up happening is you're actually, as you're going through it, you're changing the lead hand. So if I'm sitting here, if you kind of watch my hands, I'll try to go real slow so it's easy to see. So right now, my right hand is the leader in the overhand eight. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so my right thumb is drawing these figure eights in the air, okay? If I do a Matador on the left side, okay? So I go over here and I do Matador, the left hand has now become the leader in the overhand figure eight. So now my non-dominant side is the leader in this, and it's borrowing the information from my dominant side to help me get better, right? So a good example of this, I train Lizzie Smith. She'll actually be here at the end of the month, which is awesome. But she's a Paralympic silver medalist swimmer, right? She just got a prosthetic, right? She hasn't had one her whole life in her swimming career. Just got it, and it actually threw off the whole balance of her body. And this left side of her body just did not function how it should. Her center was here. She said she never even felt her low lat when she was swimming. We taught her all the rope skills. And as a coach, to watch an individual that's never jumped a rope, never swung a bat, thrown a ball, done anything with that side of their body, to watch how her shoulder went from like not understanding anything and seeing how it all of a sudden started functioning the same as the other side, just because cordage went through a prosthetic and it helped that side of the body tap into the spiral the same way it should. So that was really moving for me and made me really like understand why this is so awesome.
Yeah,
so,
that is awesome.
Yeah, so let's get in here now and let's see if you can kind of almost think of it that way when you go in, right? So we're putting more intention into it, right? More understanding of what the movements are. Nice. And actually, so why don't you do, let's start with the strong side, right? Let's just do some overhand eights, right? And then what we'll do is we're gonna decide to make the non-dom the leader, right? So let's run the overhand eight, just normal. So the right hand's the leader right now. Can you sense that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you sense the right hand's the leader. So what you're gonna do is just do one Matador on the left side to put the left hand as the leader. That's okay. Just reset. Again, non-threatening, right? Doesn't hurt you.
So one on the left side.
So now you're gonna do Matador. Boom, now the left hand stays on top. Don't let it cut back, right? So you see how it changed it. Leave the left on top. There it is. So now the brain's like, what are we doing, right? But it's not much different, right? It's close enough to each other, especially when we keep the wrists and the hands together like this. But as we start to separate and let that hand actually take charge and that wrist take charge, and there you go. And then we'll go right side. So try to give me that right hand Matador and let the right hand become the lead again. There you go. Excellent. Boom. Nice. Cool. Press. Awesome. Yeah, so now you see hand switch.
Yeah.
Right, so that's where like, we'll be doing lots of fancy rope work in here and stuff, and a lot of people don't even catch that something may be changing with the hands. And there's lots of little weird hooks and darts and stuff we'll end up doing with the hands as well throughout that. And maybe you'll have an eye for it now, or all of you will have an eye for it.